All praise to Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Cesare Borgia as Jesus Christ, the great deception. And this is the great deception that's been perpetuated throughout the entire planet Earth, that the one you call Jesus Christ is a so-called white man. All right? And that whole philosophy started when the so-called white man came back in power during the Renaissance era, because during the Renaissance, this man you see here called Cesare Borgia was painted as the one whom you call Jesus Christ. All right? So that whole so-called white image of the one you call Jesus Christ is a lie. It's a lie, and it comes from this man right here. Now I'm gonna read a little bit about him, and I'm just gonna jump to the point. Cesare Borgia was born September 13th, 1475, and he died March 11th, 1507. Was a Spanish/Italian cardinal who resigned his church office to become a military commander, powerful lord, and a leading figure in the politics of his era. The acknowledged but illegitimate son of Pope Alexander VI, Borgia was the sibling of Lucrezia, Geoffrey, and Giovanni Borgia. So that tells you a little bit about him, how he was a military commander, all right? And he was also a devil, okay? And the word devil means deceiver. Now I'm just going to go to the point, man. All right, now, all right, on the left, that's a picture or a painting of his father, Pope Alexander VI of Rome, also known as Rodrigo Borgia. That's a painting of him on the left. And on the right is a painting of his sister, Lucrezia Borgia, whom he had incest with, all right? He had sex with his own sister, all right? They have a sick family, man, all right? And you have their father, who's on the left. He condoned them having sex, you know? It's a sick-ass family, man. But anyway, what do you expect from the so-called white man? Now, I'm just going to go to the point, okay? I'm going to read a little bit about Leonardo da Vinci, okay? Skipping down here, all right? Now it says, going down all the way to the bottom, a man of scientific rather than artistic interests, Cesare Borgia briefly employed Leonardo da Vinci as military architect and engineer. All right, so Cesare Borgia had employed Leonardo da Vinci. He hired him, okay, as a military architect and an engineer. And we all know that Leonardo da Vinci is an artist. He was an artist during the Renaissance era, all right? He made a lot of different paintings from that era. Now, I'm going to keep reading. A little known fact about Cesare Borgia is that, according to the French writer Alexandre Dumas and others, his handsome appearance seems to have influenced many images of Jesus Christ painted during and subsequent to his career. So these different paintings you see today of whom the world calls Jesus Christ, these different paintings come from Cesare Borgia being the model for those paintings. Cesare Borgia was the image that they used to portray whom you call Jesus Christ. All right, that's one of them right there. And he looks just like this guy because it's the same person. All right, keep flipping. There you have it. That's Cesare Borgia as Jesus Christ. All right, which the Lord's name isn't Jesus, but, you know, proving the point, that's whom the world calls Jesus Christ being painted as a so-called white man. All right, it's the same person, man. That's Cesare Borgia. Now, I'm on the website here. It's called classicalastrologer.me, and it speaks about the Borgia family. And you have Niccolo di Bernardo di Machiavelli. All right, and you had a book called The Prince by Machiavelli that spoke about the Borgia family. Okay, people read that book, The Prince, as a guide for how to come in power. Okay, how the Borgias came in power. Now you have the sister of Cesare Borgia, Lucrezia. Okay, and it says Lucrezia Borgia Pinto Riccio Lucretia as Saint Catherine of Alexandria in a fresco by Pinturicchio in the Sala dei Santi the Borgia apartments in the Vatican, 1494. So Lucrezia, she was painted as different people. Okay, she was also painted as Mary, the mother of the Messiah. You know, when you see a lot of different Renaissance art. But let's go down here. Okay, well, let's read this. It says, at the age of 25 until 43, he served the Republic of Florence in a variety of ways, but most importantly as an advisor. This was during the Borgia papacy and depravity, but almost anyone's standards was a way of life. The papacy itself had been gained through deception, murder, and manipulation. So that's how Rodrigo Borgia became Pope, through deception, murder, and manipulation. Now let's scroll down here. Oh, look what you have. Cesare Borgia as Jesus. Okay, and then we showed that painting. I just showed that painting here. You know, it's the same person. All right. Anyone slightly suspect or otherwise inconvenient to the holders of power was in real danger of being murdered by the papal family itself, because the Borgia family was a crime family, usually by poison and often by Lucrezia, who developed new, more effective means of delivering poison to her victims. The notorious but beautiful Lucrezia was painted as various saints, as well as being the model for the Annunciation and several portraits from the life of Jesus, such as the flight into Egypt, because she was painted as Mary. The painting on the right shows but one example. Her brother, Cesare Borgia, had himself painted as Christ. So there you have it. Man. Cesare Borgia had himself painted as Jesus Christ. So the images you see today of the one whom the world calls Jesus Christ are not the real image of the Messiah. The Lord is a so-called black man, okay? He's really a dark-skinned man. And we're going to prove it. All right, I'm going to prove it in the scriptures, okay? Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle. So speaking about the one whom you call Jesus Christ, he's the Son of Man. He has a garment down to his feet, and he has a girdle or a golden belt around his waist. All right. The garment he's wearing is green, and he has a golden girdle or a golden belt around his waist. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So he has white woolly hair, he has an afro, and he has a white beard, okay? And his eyes were red because he drank wine when he was on the planet Earth. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So his feet like unto fine brass. When you look that word brass up, it means bronze. If you burn bronze in a furnace, it's dark brown. It's dark chocolate, okay? And his voice as the sound of many waters, meaning he had a loud voice. He has a loud, deep voice, okay? So that's the real image of who you call Jesus Christ. That's his image, okay? A so-called black man. So as we speak right now, there's a so-called black man in the heavens sitting next to another so-called black man called the Father. called Yahweh. All right. He's sitting next to his father, Yahweh, in the heavens. All right. Yahawashi is sitting on the right hand of the Father right now. Okay. And they're both dark-skinned men. Yahawashi said, he that have seen me have seen the Father. All right. So the Most High is a black man, Yahweh, and his son is a so-called black man, Yahawashi. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 15. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings. Now, I read this because Alexander the Sixth, Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome, had Cesare Borgia painted as the Messiah. All right. So he deified his son. Okay. And this happened before Cesare Borgia died. All right. But it's just making the point that this happened. So it's scriptural what the Borgia family did. Okay. It's in the scriptures. How a man became as God. All right. And his image was worshipped. All right. Jumping up to verse 21. And this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name. Yeah, because that image of Cesare Borgia as being the Messiah, as being the one whom you call Jesus Christ, is an abomination. Okay, because that's not the Lord, man. All right, that is not the Lord. And I'm gonna get one more scripture. Okay, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So the wicked is being revealed, and the wicked is a so-called white man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? He's being revealed, meaning he's being exposed. All right. The truth is coming out on this devil. So the Lord is revealing Esau through us. So I hope this lesson was edifying. Till the next lesson I say, Shalom.